Welcome back, friends. Welcome to this lecture series. And in this lecture series, we are taking many important topics of your different subjects for your GATE 2027. And today we'll be seeing another important topic, that is the difference between time mean speed and space mean speed. A lot of students have confusion on this topic. So therefore, we'll be taking this topic of time mean speed and space mean speed. So in this short session, we are going to discuss the difference between time mean speed and space mean speed, and how we're going to find these values of time mean speed and space mean speed. So let us start the lecture without any further delay. Okay, so you can join this Telegram group for more lectures and more points and more notes and everything. So you can join the Telegram group. Let us start with today's topic. So, as I told, we are going to discuss the difference between time mean speed and space mean speed. Now, before we go into the difference, now both of them are what? Mean speed. So, when I say mean speed, what is the meaning of mean speed? Mean speed means average speed. Yes, mean speed. Mean speed means what? Your average speed. Mean speed means what? Your average speed. So this average speed or mean speed, we are having two types. Okay, we are having two types. So this first one is the time mean speed. The first one is what? Time mean speed. So we can refer this as VT or VT bar. Some books write VT, some books write VT bar. So same thing. So time mean speed. Then we have the concept of what? Space mean speed. The concept of what? Space mean speed. Now what is this space mean speed? This space mean speed we can refer as VS or VS bar. Now what is the difference? We have to understand first. What is the difference? Let us see both of them one by one. Let us see both of them one by one. So the time mean speed is very simple. The time mean speed is nothing but the arithmetic mean. Okay, the time mean speed is nothing but the arithmetic mean. Now, what is the meaning of arithmetic mean? What is the meaning of arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean means simply, suppose there are n vehicles on the road and their speeds are instantaneous speed or spot speed. What is instantaneous or spot speed? Instantaneous or spot speed is something like that, that if at a particular instant or time you are measuring the speed of different vehicles, so that speed will be known as what? Instantaneous or spot speed. So suppose we have n vehicles and the speed of all those vehicles is suppose v1, v2, v3, v4 dot vn. So these are what? These are the spot speed or instantaneous speeds. These are the spot speeds or instantaneous speeds. So if you take an arithmetic mean means what? We'll just add all the speeds v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus v4 plus dot plus vn divided by what? The number of vehicles. How many vehicles are there? N vehicles are there. By the number of vehicles n, that will give me what? The time mean speed. So this time mean speed is nothing but what? It is just the arithmetic mean of all the spot speeds or instantaneous speed. So what we do? We just add all the speeds and divide by the number of vehicles and I'll get the time mean speed. Now we'll go to what? Space mean speed. Now what is space mean speed? Let us see. What is space mean speed? What is space mean speed? Now space mean speed is very easy to understand. This space mean speed is equal to actually the distance traveled by average time. Distance traveled by what? The average or mean time. Average or mean time. Okay. Now see, suppose all these vehicles V1, V2, V3, V4, Vn, V1, Vn. So all these vehicles, they will be taking different times to travel. Suppose the time of travel are T1, T2, T3, Tn. So these are what? These are the time travel or time taken to travel a particular distance. The time. So what will be average time? What will be average time? Let the average time be equal to, what? We'll simply add all the times T1 plus T2 plus dot 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 Tn divided by the number of vehicles. This is the average time. So if we are dividing the distance by the average time, we will get what? The space mean speed. Now, as I told that suppose that the speed of different vehicles, suppose the speed of first vehicle is V1, speed of second vehicle is V2, speed of third vehicle is V3, and similarly speed of nth vehicle is Vn. So what will be the time taken to travel? What is time? Time is distance by speed, na? Yes. So suppose all of them are covering the same distance, then time taken by the first vehicle will be what? It will be distance d. Suppose all of them are traveling the same distance. Suppose all of them are traveling the same distance. So this is distance d by speed 1. Right? This is the distance d by speed of the first vehicle. So this will give me what? The time taken by the first vehicle. Now, the time taken by second vehicle will be, all of them are covering same distance d, so d by v2. Third will be equal to d by v3 and so on. And the nth vehicle time will be what? D by v. So all of them are traveling the same distance d with different speeds. So they are covering the same distance but different speeds. So if different speeds, what will happen? The time taken will be different, right? So now when I find out this space mean speed, now when I find out the space mean speed is what? That is equal to distance by average time. So distance traveled is d and average time. Average time will be what? You have already seen here, average time is what? You add all the times divided by n. So here we'll add all these times. All these times will be what? See, d by v1 plus d by v2 plus then d by v3 plus then so on d by vn, right? So this is what? This is adding all the times. Now all the times divided by what? N. This is the average time. You see, what is average time? Average time is T1 plus T2 plus T3 dot 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 Tn by n. So what I did, in place of T1 I put d by v1, in place of T2 I put d by v2, in place of T3 I put d by v3 and so on, then divided by n. Now this n will go up, na? This n will go up. This n will go up, okay, and then what I can do is, this is n into d divided by what? I can take d common here, na? If I take a d common here, what will happen? It will be 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus dot 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 1 by vn. So now this d and d get cancelled and I get the formula for space mean speed what? Simply n by 1 by, simply n by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 dot 1 by vn, right? So like this we can get the space mean speed. So if I summarize, you see how we're getting the time mean speed. It was adding all the speeds divided by n, right? This was time mean speed. So what I can do here, you see, the time mean speed will be equal to I can write summation of Vi divided by n, right? Summation of Vi divided by n, where this I varies from 1 to n, right? So V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 dot Vn divided by what? The number of vehicles n. This is the time mean speed. Now when I write down the space mean speed, what will be the formula? The space mean speed is equal to, you see, it was n divided by, here if you see, it is 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus dot 1 by Vn. So here I can write down what? Here I write down summation of 1 by Vi, where I varies from 1 to n. Where I varies from what? 1 to n. So in this way, we can find out the time mean speed. Here, both places n is what? N is the number of vehicles. Both places what? N is the number of vehicles. Very simple. Let us solve 1-2 questions to understand this concept better. Okay. Let us go to the first question. Okay. Let us solve the first question. First question is, you see, a traffic engineer uses a radar gun to measure the spot speed of 8 vehicles passing through a specific point on highway. The recorded speeds are, these are the recorded speeds given. Okay. So I will write down, this little visibility issue is there. Okay. So I will just write down this again. Okay. The values I'll write down again. Okay. Some visibility issues there. So I write down this values again. What are the speeds given? The speeds are 60, 75, then 80, then 45, then 90, 55, 70, and then 65. So we have, you see, 8 vehicles are there and their spot speeds are given. Now it is asked to find out the time mean speed and space mean speed. Very easy. Now when I find out the time mean speed, how to get the time mean speed? I have already told, time mean speed is nothing but what? Just add all of them and divide it by number of vehicles. So it will be, you see, 60 plus 75 plus 80 plus 45 plus 90 plus 55 plus 70 plus 65. Now divide by what? The number of vehicles. How many vehicles are total? 8 vehicles are there. If we find out this value of time mean speed, how much I am getting? 60 plus 75. 60. Once again, some problem with calculator. Yeah. 60 plus 75 plus 80 plus 45 plus 90 plus 55 plus 70 plus 65 divided by 8. I am getting a value of, you see, 67.5 kilometer per hour. So this is the time mean speed. Now when we calculate the space mean speed, how to calculate the space mean speed? I have told that here what we do, we take the number of vehicles. Space mean speed will be equal to the number of vehicles, that is 8, divided by what? 1 by V. 1 by V means what? First 1 by 60 plus 1 by 75 plus 1 by 80 plus 1 by 45 plus 1 by 90, then 1 by 55. Space is little less, so 1 by 55, 1 by 70, and then last one is 1 by 65. So now I can find out this space mean speed, right? Let me find out this value. First we'll calculate denominator. So 1 divided by 60 plus 1 divided by 75 plus 1 divided by 80 plus 1 divided by 45 plus 1 divided by 90 plus 1 divided by 55 plus 1 divided by 70 plus 1 divided by 65. So I am getting some value, I'll divide it by 8. So I am getting a value of 64.68. This I am getting how much? 64.68 kilometer per hour. And this value I was getting how much? The time mean speed. The time mean speed I was getting 67.5 kilometer per hour. Let me just cross check these values. So 60 plus 75 plus 80 plus 45 plus 90 plus 55 plus 70 plus 65 whole divided by 8. Yes, I was getting 67.5 as the time mean speed. Now space mean speed 1 divided by 60 plus 1 divided by 75 plus 1 divided by 80 plus 1 divided by 45 plus 1 divided by 90 plus 1 divided by 55 plus 1 divided by 70 plus 1 divided by 65. Okay, so whatever value I am getting, I'll divide by 8. Yes, I am getting 64.68 kilometer per hour. So in this way, we can find out what? The time mean speed and space mean speed. Very easy question, right? Very easy. Very easy. Okay. Now here, I have to clarify one point, that remember that the time mean speed is always greater than equal to, the time mean speed is always greater than equal to the space mean speed. Okay, it will be always greater than or equal to the space mean speed. When we will get equal to? When all the speeds are equal. Suppose all these spot speeds are equal. So in that case, I will get time mean speed and space mean speed same. Otherwise, if they are not equal, then I will get what? The time mean speed more than the space mean speed. You can see in this question what happened. The time mean speed are getting how much? 67.5, and the space mean speed are getting how much? 64.68. So clearly you can see that the time mean speed is more than the space mean speed. Okay, very good. Now let us solve another question. So here what is written, you see, it is written a traffic study is conducted on a 500 meter long section. The distance is given 500 meter. The travel times in second for 6 different vehicles is given as 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 18 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds and 22 seconds. So just write down this data again. You see here the distance is given as 500 meter. Okay, and the speeds are the times are given what, you see, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 18 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds and then 22 seconds. Now when I want to find out the space mean speed, suppose I want to first find out the space mean speed. How I can find out the space mean speed? Very easy. The space mean speed is what? The space mean speed is the distance d by average time. Now distance d is given. It is given how much? 500 meter. Now what is the average time? What will be average time? How you can find out the average time? I can just add all these times and divide by 6, because 6 vehicles are there. So 20 plus 25 plus 18 plus 30 plus 15 plus 22 divided by 6. The average time I am getting is 65 by 3 seconds. I am getting how much? 65 by 3 seconds. That is equal to 21.667 seconds, or I can say 65 by 3 seconds. How I got this value? I added all the times. You see 20 plus 25, 20 plus 25 plus 18 plus 30 plus 15 plus 30 plus 15 plus 22. I added all the times, divided by what? Divided by total vehicles is 6. If you calculate this, it is, you see, 45 plus 18 plus 30 plus 15, 22. I'm putting 130 by 6, which is 65 by 3 seconds. Okay, so here it will be 65 by 3 seconds. 65 by 3 seconds. So I'll get this answer in meter per second. It will be, you see, 500 divided by 65. Whatever I get, I multiply 3 with this. I'm getting a value of, you see, approximately I'm getting 23.077 meter per second. If I want to convert this into kilometer per hour, what I will do, I'll multiply 18 by 5 to convert into kilometer per hour. So if I calculate this, I'm getting a value of approximately 83 kilometer per hour. Okay, how I converted? I multiplied 18 into 18 by 5. Why 18 by 5? Because that is how we convert, right? If we're converting from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we multiply 5 by 18, and the reverse is 18 by 5. Okay, so you see 500 divided by 65 into 3, and then 18 divided by 5. I'm getting almost 83.0 something, that is approximately this. Okay, so in this way we can find out what? The time mean, the space mean speed. In this way we can find out what? The space mean speed. Now next we have to find out the time mean speed. Now to find out time mean speed, what I have to do is, I have to first find out all the speeds and then divide it by what? Divided by the number of vehicles. So I can find out the speeds, right? How will I find out the speeds? You see, it is simply distance by time, na? So it is 500 divided by time, right? This will be how much? This will be 500 divided by 25 is 20 meter per second. This is the first speed I am getting. Now speed number 2 will be equal to distance divided by time. That will be equal to, okay, this I am getting 25, sorry, this I am getting 25. This is 20 meter per second. Next is V3 is equal to what? This is equal to 500 divided by 18. So 500 divided by 18 is how much approximately? 250 by 9. Let me first convert into kilometer per hour directly. Okay. If I convert into kilometer per hour, if I am converting this into kilometer per hour, 18 by 5, I'll get how much? I'll get 90 kilometer per hour. Okay. And if I convert this, so I'll multiply 18 by 5. So this I will get 72 kilometer per hour. Suppose I am converting this. Directly I'll multiply, this is meter per second, I'll convert into kilometer per hour. So this is 100 kilometer per hour. This is 100 kilometer per hour. Third speed. The fourth speed will be what? 500 divided by 30. And then I'll multiply 18 by 5 to convert into what? Kilometer per hour. So this will be equal to 500 into 18 divided by 30 divided by 5. I'm getting this as 60 kilometer per hour. Next is 500 divided by time is 15 seconds into then 18 by 5. So this I will get as, this I'm getting 120 kilometer per hour. And the last speed V6, that is equal to 500 divided by 22 into 18 by 5. This fifth speed I am getting is 500 into 18 divided by 5 divided by 22. I am getting this as 81.82 kilometer per hour. So all the 6 speeds I got. All the 6 speeds I got. Okay, I got all the 6 speeds. So now I can just what? Add all of them and divide it by 6 to get the time mean speed, right? To get the time mean speed. So this will be equal to, you see, here space mean speed I've already got. So time mean speed will be equal to, I'll add all the speeds, which is your 90 plus 72 plus 100 plus 60 plus 120 plus 81.82 divided by what? 6. You calculate this, this is, you see, 90 plus 72 plus 100 plus 60 plus 120 plus 81.82 divided by 6, I'm getting a value of 87.3 kilometer per hour. I'm getting value how much? 87.3 kilometer per hour. You can see that the time mean speed is more than what? The space mean speed. Yes, the time mean speed should come more than the space mean speed. Now, the space mean speed, how we calculated here? We calculated by simply doing this distance by average time. We can do this also. What? We can apply this formula that number of vehicles 6 divided by what? 1 by V summation means what? 1 by your 90 plus 1 by 72, then 1 by 100, 1 by 60, 1 by 120, 1 by 81.8. So if we do this, let us see that are we getting this same value or not. So 1 divided by 90 plus 1 divided by 72 plus 1 divided by 100 plus 1 divided by 60, 1 divided by 120, 1 divided by 81.82. So whatever value I am getting, I am 6 divided by that value, I am getting approximately same value. Actually it is 83.1, approximately 83.07 something. So 83 kilometer per hour. So you can see that either you can do this way, but you see, to use this I have to first what? Find out all the speeds and then n divided by 1 by n, 1 by v summation. So it will be little lengthy. So if in the examination they're asking you to find out only the space mean speed, so you need not find out the speeds. You can just take the distance divided by average time, and from that you can find out the space mean speed. But if you want to find out the time mean speed, so in that case we have to anyhow find out the speeds. Let me revise these two questions again. Okay, so let us see what you have studied today. Today we studied the difference between what? The time mean speed and space mean speed. So time mean speed is what? Time mean speed nothing but it is just the sum of all the speeds divided by what? The number of vehicles. Time means nothing but the sum of all the speeds divided by number of vehicles. Easy. Yes. Okay. Now what is space mean speed? Space mean speed is the distance divided by average time. It is the distance divided by what? The average time. So the conclusion is what? When we find out the conclusion, that when I'm finding the time mean speed, what I can do? I can add all the speeds and divide it by number of vehicles. So V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 dot 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 V and divide by number of vehicles n. What is space mean speed? Space mean speed is n by summation of 1 by Vi. It will give me what? The space mean speed. So we solved one question first of all. Here you see all the speeds were given. Here all the speeds were given, and we found out the time mean speed by just adding all the speeds and divide by number of vehicles, which was 8. And then how we were finding out the space mean speed? N by summation of 1 by V. Yes, you can see 1 by V, 1 by 60, 1 by 70, 1 by 80 and so on. And as I told that the time mean speed will be always greater than equal to what? Space mean speed. The time mean speed will be always greater than equal to what? Space mean speed. Yes, the time mean speed will be always greater than what? The space mean speed, as we got here. Now, if suppose the speeds were not given, distance and time is given. So, if I am interested in finding the space mean speed, then what I can do? Time is given, I can find out the average time. Okay, I find out the average time, and then distance by average time will give me the space mean speed. This I got in meter per second, I convert into kilometer per hour. Or what I can do is I can find out all the speeds. Distance by time will give me all the speeds, and then I can do n by 1 by v summation to get the same value. If I am finding time mean speed, I will add all the speeds divided by number of vehicles. Very easy. So in this way we can find out the time mean speed and space mean speed. Now one homework for you. So apart from what you have studied in the class, so homework for you, here is the homework for you. So solve this question and mention the answer in the comment section. So here the question is, you see, a traffic monitoring camera tracks 400-meter segment of a road. So distance is given how much? You see, distance is given as 400 meter. Okay. Then the travel times are given, you see, of 5 vehicles. What are travel times? They are 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24 seconds. So these are what? These are the travel times. The space mean speed is asked and the time mean speed is asked. So you can also solve this question in a similar way. So please solve this question and mention the answer in the comment section. Okay. So very easy. What you can do is, for finding space mean speed, you can just find out the average time. Then distance by average time will give me what? The space mean speed. And when I'm finding time mean speed, you can first find out all the speeds. By distance by time will give me all the speeds, and then add all the speeds, divided by number of vehicles, which is number of vehicles is what? Here 5 number of vehicles are there. So from there you can find out what? This. So that completes our today's class. Okay. So this here we clearly understood the difference between what? Here we clearly understood the difference between your time mean speed and space mean speed. You also learned how to solve. You also learned how to solve and find out if they ask in the GATE exam. Okay. But first find out time mean speed or space mean speed. Okay. So very easy. So time mean speed is equal to summation of all the speeds divided by n, and space mean speed is what? It is n by summation of 1 by speeds. For space mean speed, you can also find out what? You can find out by d by distance by average time. And average time you can find out how? You can add all the times and divide by number of vehicles. So using all these formulas, you can find out what? The time mean speed and space mean speed. So please solve the question, the homework which I have given to you, and then mention the answer in the comment section. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture, where we will be taking another important topic for your GATE exam. Thank you very much.